Hello, this is Blase Bonpane with World Focus coming to you from KPFK Los Angeles. We are podcast and available 24/7 on kpfk.org, where we are heard internationally. Today I'm privileged to have two experts on Haiti, Pierre Labossiere, the co-founder of the Haiti Action Committee, and his colleague Walter Riley, an attorney and board chair of the Vanguard Public Foundation.
This is Stephen Seidel with Renegade Reporting. We are here with Blase Bonpane. He is Director of Office of the Americas. How are you today?
Just fine, Steve. It's good to be with you. Thank you.
I just wanted to talk a little bit more about your show and as well as your what you do here at KPFK, but as well as the Office of the Americas.
Well, my show is called World Focus, and we focus on the world issues that are major during any particular day. The program is produced by the Office of the Americas, and for 26 years we have been dealing with the war system in which we live, and we very much focus on U.S. foreign policy and any elements of it that we consider to be immoral or illegal internationally. We went over to Baghdad to see the situation in Iraq in '91, and that war has gone on now for 19 years.
19 years.
Yeah.
And how long, speaking of going on, how long has Office of the Americas been going on?
We started in 1983 as a nonprofit educational corporation. We educate people by getting them into the action.
When you say into the action, it's going on board. Is it donating time, donating money?
It's all of that, and it's also going to the site of conflicts. Our associate director, Shay Popovich, just returned from Cairo, where 1,400 people were trying to get across the border into Gaza, and they were stopped. 86 got in.
Youth of America, how do we get on board to make a change? I mean, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, there's showing up, FaceTime. So what would be a suggestion for the youth of America to get involved in this peace
First,
movement?
we have to observe. In other words, we have to know what is going on. And that's not easy, because the official story of any great country like our own is usually gobbledygook and nonsense. The official story is we're there to bring democracy. It doesn't work that way.
So
That's not what's
information.
happening. Information is number one. After you observe, you have to make a judgment. What can I do about it? And after you make a judgment, you go into what's called praxis. Praxis is reflective action. You decide, all right, what I can do is I can write a letter to the president, to my congressman. I can be in a demonstration. I can go to Central America. I can go to Iraq.
So information is knowledge, knowledge is power.
Yeah.
You have a book here, Civilization is Possible.
That's my latest book.
His latest book.
Maybe the title is a little impetuous. Maybe it's not possible, but we think it is.
Yeah.
And we think that making civilization possible includes ending militarism.
Okay.
And we are really a warfare state now. We're fighting all over the world. And here's this.
And here's another
wonderful
book we have here. It's Addicted to War.
It was put together by a professor who thought he would maybe have 200 or 300 copies for his students. Frank Durrell, being a wonderful promoter, has gotten out 250,000 in 5 languages.
And so with the youth movement, I feel we can, provide some of this information. Another thing that we have here is a CD. We'll play a little bit for you. Is The Chants.
Yeah, I served as a priest in Guatemala, and at a time of great hype and great confusion, this music is very calming and very helpful to reflect, to think, to plan,
Okay.
because it's quietly in the background. It's not hitting you over the head. Not that I have anything against rap and rock and so on. But
You were working with a city councilman.
yes, we've worked closely with Councilman Rosendahl.
Rosendahl.
Recently, we had the World March for Peace and Nonviolence in Los Angeles. This march went 99,000 miles
Wow.
around the world, various places, just ended this month.
LA is known for street violence and gangs.
Yes.
And what are some things that us Angelinos
We
can
have
do on a
worked-
local
we've
for a
worked-
peace front?
Right, we worked very closely with Alex Sanchez. We were so proud of his work with Homies Unidos.
Of course. And so the more that we can get some of these organizations, say DARE and all of these organizations, and I feel like Office of the Americas, if we could pull together a unionship with several of these groups, would that also be a way to move forward and
Oh, I
promoting
think
the peace?
so. Coalitions are very much in order. We refuse to compete with
Of
anyone.
course, there's no
And
competition. We're all for the same goal.
For 26 years we've done it. For example, we used to send all these delegations to Central America. And other groups began picking it up and saying, well, we're going to send one, we're going to send one. And it became the greatest solidarity thing we know of.
Today, you're just going to speak with some people from Haiti and
I'm
help
gonna
with their
speak.
efforts, or just kind of, figure out the situation?
I'm going to speak to 2 Haitians. We're going to deal with the problem areas. At this time,
Okay.
in one of the greatest crises in the world, the United States is not permitting any Haitian to enter the United States.
Mhm.
Now, some orphans have been brought in because of Governor Rendell's good work. That was an exception. But the message coming by helicopter, helicopters flying over Haiti, is do not attempt to go to the United States. You will be turned around and sent back. And this has been part of our policy. 2 islands are so close. Cuba and Haiti are 35 miles apart.
Mhm.
If someone comes here from Cuba and touches the shore of Florida, they will be legalized very quickly. Someone coming from Haiti is put into a federal detention camp and returned.
Yeah.
This is a selective immigration policy that is really very unacceptable.
Mhm.
We've been punishing Haiti since 1804. Behind every volunteer in Afghanistan, in Iraq, in Haiti, there has to be about 100 people at home.
Sure.
So not everyone is going to be in what you might say the front lines of the peace movement, but the people behind them make it possible for them to get there.
There's many ways that people can get involved in this peace movement and work towards, promoting, promoting ways that we can help people locally, nationally. Your show, 90.7 KPFK.
10 o'clock Sunday morning.
10 o'clock, and also Office of the Americas. Where can we find out more information to maybe donate, if you'd like to donate?
The website is www.officeoftheamericas.org.
Okay.
And we are here in LA.
It takes support, and so with the people and the time and the money, whatever you can give here, if you could give your time, if you could give your support, if you could help towards, listening to the radio show, helping people in Haiti, helping people in LA, we really appreciate it, Blase.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
Steve.
much.
Keep up the wonderful work.
All right, well, thank you. We're signing off here at KPFK. Stephen Seidel with Renegade reporting. Thank you.
For the Haiti Emergency Relief Fund is dealing with the aftermath of the coup in 2004, and we have been trying to work with giving support to organizations that are displaced as a result of the coup, organizations that were being repressed. Many of the people were sought after, jailed. I believe something like 10,000 people were killed in Haiti after the removal of President Aristide from his elected position. And organizations that were grassroots and organizations of folks that had been part of the Aristide government were politically repressed, and people were in prison, lots of destruction. We were part of giving support to people who were trying to maintain community organizations that provided schooling for kids, provided clinics, provided resources for women who were displaced, women with children without a father, all the kinds of things that happen when repressive governments go after the community.